What's up, guys? This is Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, and the overall markets. Just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. So, as far as the market's going right now, tech is leading the market up. SPY is very flat for the most part, but the QQQ is looking more bullish. It's being led by Tesla, which is making a nice break right now. However, I just want to mention that even though we're bullish right now and we're going to be testing 587 on the QQQ, keep in mind that there is one concern. There is a rising wedge forming on the QQQ, and it's actually respecting this perfectly so far. Typically, these rising wedges do lead to downside. I'm not going to promise it, but there is a good chance it could be coming. And that's why you want to be very cautious with the higher the QQQ goes. 587 is going to be our resistance, and we'll see if we reject near there. If not, we're looking for 588 plus. So it's still looking bullish. The daily is still looking strong, so it could be going higher. Keep in mind on the daily time frame, we have a big gap around 565. That's about over 20 points below. Could that gap get filled next week after FOMC? We'll see, just to be safe. On the QQQ, it's looking bullish. SPY is also looking bullish as well as we're making higher lows. If 658 holds, we could be going for 660. But keep in mind that even though we're trying to push higher, this move is now going to depend a lot on FOMC next week. Because even if we do try to push a bit higher, you do want to be very, very careful with the bearish divergences that continue to exist on SPY and the QQQ. So hold above 658. We're going to be looking for 660 for next week. But keep in mind that for the shorter term, we're just very choppy right now. SPY's been in a very, very tight range. There's not really much going on for now. The IWM is looking weak. It came down a bit. We're going to see if we retest 239 to 239.5 as our resistances. Then we'll see if we reject after that. I do see some upside potential nonetheless, though. ES is looking quite good. We could be retesting 6,600, and we'll see if we reject or not. There could be some upside coming just temporarily, although we are still technically in a range. NQ is more bullish. As long as we don't lose 24,000, we're going to be favoring 24,100 and 24,150. There is upside potential. Bitcoin is looking bullish, favoring 116,000. It might be pushing closer to that level. Tesla's looking more bullish. On the 4-hour time frame, there's actually a very, very nice looking accumulation right here. And I think we're going for the 400 gap fill over here. So 400 is likely coming by next week. As long as we don't lose 368, I think we're in the clear. We're going to be looking for 400 plus very soon next week. We look bullish on Tesla. Nvda is going to likely retest 178 to 180. We could be going a little bit higher, but keep in mind that even if we push for the short term, the medium term is concerning with the head and shoulders. There's a left shoulder head. Maybe we're about to form a right shoulder before potentially turning, so be careful on Nvda. For Appl, as long as we don't lose 232, we're going to be favoring 235 plus. Palantir is looking more bullish as long as we don't end up losing basically 163. We're going to be favoring 168 plus as our potential targets. AMD, as long as you can hold a 159, we're going to be trying to break out for 162. Looks bullish to me. PayPal is a little bit weak here. We have 67.35 as resistance. If we can't break through, we're looking for 66. Coinbase is looking bullish. We're making higher lows. As long as you don't lose 318, we're going to be favoring 325. Amazon's kind of weak here. Could be retesting 225. Meta is kind of flat. We could be trying to push for 755, though there's upside potential. Google's looking bullish. We could be looking for 242.5 or above as our targets. And Microsoft is going to be favoring essentially 514 plus, so I think we're doing a great job. The VIX is on a downtrend. We could be dipping more as we have a bullish falling wedge, and that could lead to a very, very big breakout very soon as a result of the market potentially getting a sell-off heading into next week. So that being said, for now we're bullish. The market could be making higher highs and higher lows, but keep in mind that the triple Q has a rising wedge. So we were kind of, bullish right now. We were still climbing in the wedge, but this could be followed by major downside next week if we end up seeing the wedge pan out. So you want to be very careful nonetheless. With that being said, I want to thank you all so much for listening. Please have an awesome rest of your guys' days. I'll be back very, very soon on the next one. Thank you for listening, and peace out.